Hi, Sagittarius. This is going to be your love message from June 25th through the 27th. It's good for the Sun, Rising, Moon, or Venus sign of Sagittarius. As always, keep in mind this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with all of you because it isn't meant for just one of you. Check your Rising, Moon, or Venus sign. You could find your messages there on my other channel called Soma Chandra. The link to that channel is in the description below. If you want a message to resonate with you 100%, book a private reading with me. The link to my website is also in the description below. I read for Sagittarius a lot because of this channel. Thank you so much. I love your support and I love reading for your sign. I have dropped the cards out for you. Sometimes I like to do that in advance, and Spirit told me to read all in the upright for you. They've been asking me to do that a lot lately. It's different. It's kind of like speaking in a different language. So I like to do it sometimes. They told me it would be okay. So at the bottom of the deck, I've got the Hanged Man, and the Moon is here as well. Some of you are dealing with a Pisces. Ten of Wands as well. So I think you're really just paused. You have to let go to an extent. When the Hangman comes, you just have to pause and surrender to things that are out of your control. You do try to see it from a different point of view, but you need time. Someone needs time. There's just this pause, and the Moon is here. So very emotional. Things not being as they seem, things being veiled in moonlight. Someone's feeling fear and insecurity. Something is hidden as well. Possibly the moon is sometimes speaks of being blindly in love with a person. And I think you're starting to see that. I see the two of them looking each other in the eye here. You could be experiencing that, or just insecurity moving forward, and a lot of emotions that you're having a hard time figuring out. I'm hearing that you have a hard time even understanding how you feel right now. So you just need to pause. This has been a heavy burden for you with the Ten of Wands, too. Completing this cycle has just been hard work. So almost like tough times and then some, knowing you need to let go, facing uncertainty moving forward. What's between you and your person is the Queen of Wands. This is a fiery badass bitch. This is a passionate connection. This is friendship, sometimes more. I do have a King and Queen of Wands on the table, and I have an Empress, and I do have a Three of Cups. So for some of you, this was a third party situation where, or it's possible for some of you. Some of you are married because we have an Empress on the table. So there could have been an Empress and the other woman. Sometimes the Queen of Wands can be the other woman, or perhaps we were having two different kinds of relationships at the same time, maybe. But what's between the two of you is this Queen of Wands, who's very courageous and very confident and very determined. And it's a very independent energy, a very alpha energy. Usually just wants friendship or just passion. A King or Queen of Wands or a King or Queen of Swords will commit, but good luck. um, she does not easily impress, and she likes a lot of attention, and she will get it when she wants it. Pretty fiery here. But the challenge is the Wheel of Fortune. This is Sagittarius energy to the Empress. You could be dealing with a Libra, a Taurus, a married woman, a mother. This could be you. This could be your person. So change. The challenge is there's been a lot of ups and downs. There's been a lot of cycles possibly with this person. You could feel like you're going round and round with them. The challenge is being able to tolerate all the ups and downs, and just fate and timing could have been a challenge for you. This person might have been meant to be on your destined path, but I think the challenge is with the Wheel to the Empress. Again, a challenge could be someone's married or already committed. A challenge might be that someone wanted it to turn into something more, a serious level of commitment. A challenge could be someone's mother or even pregnancy. But I think some of you really wanted it to turn into something more. With the Empress here, the challenge is other obligations and responsibilities. She can be a boss sometimes too. Yeah. So you're showing me, Sagittarius, that you see yourself as the Two of Swords. You need a minute. You're being a bit avoidant at this point. You're really weighing your options. When it comes to this person, you're at a bit more than at a bit of an impasse. The Hanged Man and the Two of Swords are at a bit of an impasse here. And you just need to weigh your options at this point. And I think you might be a little confused as well. The way you're feeling about this person, Five of Swords, Two of Cups to the Two of Pentacles. The first message I heard was, what the hell? We were so great. Like, and it's like there's been conflict and maybe disagreements, or there might have been, you might feel like there was a winner and a loser at this point. You'd have to fight through a lot of change. And you're like, at this point, it kind of leaves you reeling. Like, I don't know what to do. There are three twos on the table. So balance and synthesis. The Two of Pentacles is like, I really have to figure this out. I don't know what to do. There could have been juggling possibly, and you could have found that out and been like, are you kidding me? You're juggling me? Maybe you were juggling too, with the King and Queen of Wands, maybe you were dating and now you're like, God damn, I don't know what to do now. Now I don't know what to do. Do I really have feelings for this person? I don't know. I don't know. I heard a couple different messages. The way you see this person, Death to the Ace of Swords, there could be a Scorpio involved. It's possible that someone has Scorpio on the chart. You see this person as Death and Ace of Swords. So it could have ended between the two of you. The first message I heard when I saw this was, things have to change between the two of us, like really change. This person needs to go through some kind of a death and rebirth and a transformation, and maybe we could have a breakthrough and start a cycle with clarity and success, but something would really have to change. I think you think that something they need to change. But another message I heard was, this is ending and it's for the best. This is the smartest thing to do. I heard that message as well. That's another way I could interpret it. The action you want to take towards them is the Nine of Swords to the Tower. Wow. So I really think with the Tower and Death, this is two different kinds of change and endings. Death and rebirth, Scorpio is a slower energy. This is a transformation would need to take place. Or maybe you're thinking this person's changed or would have to change for us to have a breakthrough. The Tower is kind of, let's rip the Band-Aid off quick. I think that you really need something to change. The Tower is, hit the eject button. Let's tear it all down and rebuild. Something could happen suddenly between the two of you, or there's the Tower can be a sudden realization. And the Nine of Swords tells me this is just a nightmare for you. You're stressed out about this. This is worry. You're worried about something blowing up. You're worried and stressed out because something really big might need to change. Change. The Five of Swords, the Tower, and Death are all very much about change. So I can see why you're like, dude, I need a minute. And there could have been fights, or you would have had to fight through something with someone, possibly. I think he's just, in this deck, the Light Seer's Tarot, he's just scratching his head like, what the hell? Yeah. So your person is showing me that they see themselves as the Page of Swords. So anxious, on the defense. They're curious about you still. Communication might be difficult right now for this person with you. They're nervous about communicating with you. They might be open to it, but they're a little defensive and worried, and they are showing me some curiosity. They're not showing me cups, though, like a Page of Cups, which is open to an emotional possibility. They're a little defensive at this point. You both seem to be. They are having a problem with communication, though. I think they want to, but they're defensive about facts and information. They might also be either not expressing themselves well or being very jittery and talkative and chatty. And you're like, I can't hear your noise, please. I just heard that now. The way they feel about you, Page of Wands, Ten of Swords to the Three of Cups. So the Tower and Death are very much about endings. And the Wheel can be too, with change over and over. So many ups and downs, And this person feels some passion towards you, but they're showing me that they're a page. They're curious. They're a little defensive. They just want to have fun. They want inspiration and limitless potential. I do notice the Page of Wands is going this way. I think this person has been through some loss with you. There could have been some betrayal and deep wounds, a painful ending, loss or crisis. but they're also feeling the Three of Cups towards you. So there could have been a love triangle between the two of you, possibly, but not necessarily. I think this person deep down would want to end on friendship, but in this deck, they're turning their back. We can't see their faces in any of these cards. And this Page of Wands is going this way. They might be open to the idea of friendship, or there could have been open dating. And this person might have said, look, we've been through a lot. I've been through a lot. I'm still hurting. There's a lot with the Wheel and the Ten of Swords and the Tower here and death. This could have very much to do with what's happening in the world and how it's affected people's careers and lives and how they think and how they feel. This person might have that stuff on their mind. I would think that more if the Hermit was here, but I just heard that now just a tiny bit, so it might be true for someone. I think this person just wants fun and passion. And I think that they would be open to friendship, but they might be going off to find something else somewhere else because their backs are turned. The way they see you as Temperance, Judgment, and the Queen of Cups. So if this is a feminine, they have love for you, but the queens will hold still. Again, a card of a committed person, a married person. You could have been dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, a Libra, Scorpio, another Sag here even. They see you as Temperance. They see you as calm, cool, and collected. They see you trying to find balance in this situation. They see you, even though you're showing them the Nine of Swords and the Tower, I think that they think that you want peace and harmony and perspective. They might also see you as a soulmate with the Temperance and Judgment here to some degree. I think they think you're not showing them a whole lot of emotion right now, or you're hot and cold with them possibly. Judgment is very much about a crossroads. They might think you want a rebirth with them of some kind with Judgment here, or that a major choice would have to be made, and that you might be showing them that you absolutely are at a crossroads and you're really trying to determine the purpose of the relationship overall. Clearly, you might be struggling with it and going back and forth, but they seem to think that that's what you are trying to do here. And they could be the Queen of Cups, or they could think you're the Queen of Cups. You know, I have a lot of masculines and feminines here, so whichever roles, work for you. They do see you as the Queen of Cups, as being very loving, very, very loving. And I think that they think that you're trying to call them in towards you to some degree, or that they might be, but, the queens hold still. Clearly, big decisions need to be made here. The action they want to take towards you, King of Wands to the Sun. This person wants friendship. They want passion. They want fun. They want a breath of fresh air. It also, if this was hidden at all, this could have been exposed. The Sun can be exposure and everything out in the open. But they see you as being very attracted to them. They might, if this is a masculine, they want to be your King of Wands. But the King of Wands, he'll commit, but he's a bachelor usually. And just wanting to have fun. Yeah, that's how they see that you want them. They want to be in your life, but they might have a bit of an inner child with these pages here. I think they want to show you king energy, but the way they see themselves and the way they're feeling are a little bit less mature, I think, possibly, or just not as far along. I mean, you do have Two of Cups on your mind. You're thinking about it, that connection. So the final outcome for you guys for the next 3 days is the Seven of Cups. So not really knowing where you stand with each other. And the Seven of Cups is very distracted by many choices. Some illusion could be at play. You could be dreaming and doing a lot of wishful thinking at this point. Don't live in a fantasy about it, first and foremost, but it is okay to do wishful thinking. I think that there's choices here. Somebody has choices. You might both have choices. And keep that in mind. If you're scratching your head, it's okay to say, I think a lot would have to change here between the two of us, for sure. And it's, it's possible there's a third party going on and somebody might be married. Just remember the challenges are, if you want to try to keep the relationship going in a good direction, it's important to know the challenges, which are there will be a lot of ups and downs, a lot of change. And this is about fate and karma and destiny. And a challenge is apparently this empress. Somebody wants someone to be an empress, which is a person of high standards that knows their own self worth. There's a lot of fertile ground, very mature, very loving. So a challenge could be a Libra, a Taurus, a mother, or someone is married, or someone wants it to evolve into that. So I think the Two of Cups is a good way to go because that means heart to heart conversation about what's really going on. I don't know that this person's going to be up for that, though. They are showing me the Ten of Swords, and they are showing me that they're pages, but I don't know how open either of you are to communication. I think a friendship could be possible here. Yeah, but you might want a different kind of relationship. Just remember you have choices, and remember the lesson of the hangman, that there are times in relationships where we do just need to open up and look at it from a different perspective. Think outside of the box and remember, do you want to be right? Do you want to be happy? Do you have to win at all costs? If there's been fighting, can you mend it? If there's pain, can you get through it? You will have to make a sacrifice when the hangman comes, and you will have to let go. And remember, this is a situation you have put yourself in. You can get yourself out once you see it from a different point of view. Yeah. All right, Sag, that's your love reading from the 25th through the 27th. If it resonates with you, I truly hope it helps you. Book a private reading with me if you'd like to work with me personally regarding health, wealth, love, or destiny. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sagittarius. Take care of yourselves. I really love you guys. I'll see you next time.